Snoop Dogg with D.R.E. Nah, nigga.
Guess who's back?
What's up, bank robbers and life maxers? Welcome to the LA vlog. By the time you're seeing this, I will have already paid countless young men $10,000 a month. Their first $10,000 a month, me personally. As always, we're moving on these vlogs. I'm gonna show you the life, like what actually happens day to day while we're on the road moving. But more importantly, I'm trying to bring value to the table. Again, by the time this releases, Her Loss will likely have been the #1 product on TikTok Shop, #1 product on Amazon, working on a whole new thing to get everyone who's starting from the absolute bottom tapped in on this and making their money. Because this TikTok Shop gold rush, which I'm gonna keep talking about throughout the video, I'm gonna keep sharing different secrets, tricks, all the shit that's working. I'm gonna keep dropping gems on that. But more importantly, I'm gonna put you in the game, because all this lifestyle shit, the Ferrari, the lifestyle, it doesn't matter if I'm not bringing y'all with me. So hop in, let's get it. Sorry, Drake, but unfortunately, there's one song that slaps down here just so much different. OVO for life, but unfortunately, this one just goes stupid. In the midst of building these businesses, building these brands, it's a special time. And I want you guys to see the growth here, but I want you to tap into that for yourself. If you wanted to build a brand, this is the time. You're not gonna see another time like this. So stay tapped in with me. My thing is bringing up-to-date, relevant information, how to put you guys on, how to make fucking money, internet money. The world's changing. It's time to live your life. There's something like a Ferrari engine, you know?
God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and play, nigga. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired?
Message to you, message to myself, message to you. Just give less of a fuck. Stop giving a fuck. Remove all fucks from the equation. Life gets so much better when you do that. Who cares what's looking at us right now, you know?
They not like us. They not like us.
About to have me fucking crip walking by the end of this trip. Listen, for my followers, for the people tapped in with me, I don't want you to see that baby money shit. I don't want you thinking like, how can I get my first couple grand? I want you to see this neighborhood down here, Beverly Hills. Every single house is north of 10 million. Okay, most of them are 20, 30, 40 million. Founder of Oakley listing his house for $68 million. That comes from enterprise, that comes from equity, that comes from building real businesses. And the beautiful part for all of you watching is you can do that with the internet. That's what I did with Genius. I used Amazon FBA and I scaled a real fucking company, but you need to think at this level of wealth, okay? You need to think about taxes, and like owning a $20 million house costs you at least $500,000 a year, if not $1 million a year. When you factor in staff and carrying costs, that's just your raw cost. So how do you get that kind of income? How do you generate passive income to pay for that kind of shit? And it's just beautiful. This is the life everyone should be trying to step into. Fuck all of that. Money doesn't make you happy. There is a clear point where you can do it all. You can do anything. And why would we be aiming for anything else in this life? I believe in you. For real, it's just an awakening. A switch needs to flip. You need to make that shit happen. All right, y'all, we're here. We've been on a quest for some Chrome Heart jeans. Jimmy says they're an investment. I'm not sure, but I want some. The search has brought us to Justin Reed here in LA. He's kind of the guy. I think he got a better selection than everyone. So we're gonna pull up on him real quick, check out the boutique, see what they got. I don't know if they'll let us film in there, but if we get some Chrome Heart jeans, you will see.
You always post your homies that is not yours. Remember plug ran out of then I bought. My chest was poking out the shirt, I felt like Chuck Norris. Remember hopping out was tough.
Peep game here really quick. Stop trying to get people to fuck with you. People hit me up all the time. How can I network? How can I get in these rooms? And I see people go out of their way to almost social climb in the digital world. When I'm telling you, if you focus all of your effort on creating the elite product that is yourself, you will attract those relationships that you want. This is the game. I'm telling you guys right now, it is a waste of time and effort to try to get to know people. At the end of the day, that effort is better spent creating an elite an elite product. And that could be your content, that could be the brand you're building. Whatever it is, that energy needs to be spent living life maxing. And I promise you, all the relationships that you've ever wanted, they will attract, they will manifest. And all the ones that you thought you wanted, you'll see they were fucking useless and pointless. I'm telling you, that's the game right now. Stop trying to move through life looking for someone that's gonna unlock a door for you. Elon's not gonna make you a fucking billionaire. You're gonna make yourself a billionaire on everything. YouTube, we made it to Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, where I no longer need to worry about people following me to steal my watch. And look who we found.
What up, guys?
What are we doing today?
Gonna go work out at Infinite Training Systems. Should be good.
Hey, for real though, even on the road, I've told you guys, I still try to prioritize like all the health shit. I try to build my day around that, even when I'm traveling. That's the center of entrepreneurship for me. And so first stop, got in the car this morning, drove an hour and a half down to Newport, and we're gonna kick off the workout before getting into the work. So let's get it.
Welcome back. How we doing? Missed you, bro. Hell yeah, dude.
Beautiful gym.
Thank you, brother. Welcome to a good room. Hey.
How are you? Good. How was your trip?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you guys are killing it, dude. Awesome.
There's a knocker, a bopper, a knocker like the boppers. They love me, they show up, get the bitches, the benzos. The reason I got her, the cha-cha, we slid. The reason we got you, the hoppers, the coppers. Get no love, get nada. The blocker get hotter and hotter and hotter. It's in me, so they envy. Try reaching for the watcher. The go block her and block her. I do this, it's not a
Dues paid. Friends that train together, build together. For real, that's like a non-negotiable in my circle, in the companies we're building. You gotta put the life max first, meaning the physical fitness, whatever that is to you. I don't care if you run, I don't care if you train, I don't care if you box, but that needs to be a component of the entire life max. So shout out Jake, been watching his progression.
The bottom, but the top is where they spot them. And when you on the top, all the boppers that you
Been watching him grow, been watching him get money. Shout out Infinite. Gym. But let's keep this LA party moving. Let's get it. We lost something. I lost something out the window. I don't know what it was. All right, part of the LA mission. Let's talk business real quick. TikTok shop specific numbers, Amazon numbers, what we've been building, what we've been doing. Before we do that, real quick, Jake, tell them how we're eating, bro. Give them the breakdown, what we're like.
We got barley fed ribeyes, each of us, and it's like the best steak in town, with a really good smoothie. I can't remember what it is.
That's all the California stuff. Train good, eat good, live good. But yo, real quick, if you guys have been following me on IG, you've seen me talk a little bit about Jake's brand that he put together, Evil Goods. My venture branch invested in that, and it really shows the fucking power of TikTok Shop and everything, TikTok in particular, and what we have going on right now. We launched Amazon exclusive, but we ran our TikTok playbook. What do we do? We're just finishing up month one. We're looking at the numbers. Show them what we did month one.
Month one, we're at $142,000.
142K in 30 days. Okay, and that's like extremely profitable, strong business. This is gonna scale to be $1 million brand faster than a year. And when I keep yelling to people, if not now, when? I'm just trying to tell y'all there's a good window. I was telling this to Jake, there's periods in time in e-commerce. This is where how it transcends. This is how it breaks out. Basically, there's something that works. People start doing it. They start printing money. They talk about it a little bit. Then more brands pour into it. It becomes more competitive. More brands pour into it. All of a sudden, it's no longer profitable. Year 4, year 5. And then course grifters show up and start making courses about it when it no longer works, okay? That's kind of how that game works. We are here in like day 1, day 2. The system works. You can bring a brand, you can bring a product to market, and you can scale that. We wanted to invest in Jake's because he found a great opportunity, upgraded the existing product that was out there. Van Man was like the leading one. How long did it take you to develop that though? Like you put a lot into the branding and all that stuff. What was give them kind of the breakdown on the history and time to market?
Yes, so from day one, once I had the idea, manufacturing it, getting the samples, making sure it was top notch, that took probably around like 6 months. So my best piece of advice is if you're gonna do this, you wanna start like literally right now, just because manufacturing stuff, especially if it's not just a simple supplement, it can take a little bit of time. So you wanna get on this like right away. And I wanna stress that I literally just followed everything Rob taught, like to the T. You know, you wanna start with a great product, great branding, make sure the keyword opportunity is there, and it literally works.
So check back in a couple months. We'll keep posting about this publicly, but this is another one. I'm telling y'all, if not now, when? Word to YouTube real quick. Jake Tran is one of those guys I would die for, bro. When you talk about your circle and just attracting the right relationships, like never in a million years, if you put like Jake's personality profile and friend circles together and all that into mine, like it'd be unlikely we would probably cross paths or whatever. I don't know, we share a lot of similar interests. But all that being said, that's just one of those ones where I look back over the last 10 years of people that have materialized in my life and had a huge impact. You know, he's been incredibly helpful with me on YouTube and just all these different things. That's one of those guys. It's just one of really the best people I know, really in my circle, really in my family. And I just, like, for YouTube real quick, like, I know he's caught flack in the past and whatnot, but that is a guy that people should study. People should take notes from. His heart is always in the right place business-wise. He's always thinking in terms of scale. He's thinking of how to make it in this world, you know? So, one sec, my mom wants to FaceTime me. We're gonna pivot to that. Family duties call. What's up, Rosie? Daddy's, say hi to Daddy's vlog. We're driving the fast car in California. Daddy loves you so much, you know that?
Yes.
I miss you. Yeah, you got a crown? You are beautiful.
You're kind of whiny, Daddy.
What you say?
Kind of what? Like blurry, I think. Yes, you're kind of down.
It's because I'm driving on the freeway.
Okay, you want to tell him call you later? Look at my pretty dress.
Oh, you're so stylish. My goodness. Let me let Daddy call you back when I get to my Airbnb, okay? Oh shit. Step inside. Hey, for real. Check out how we're living the next couple days. Newport Beach, nice Airbnb. This is what $3,500 per night gets you in Newport Beach, the last haven in all of California. But no, this shit's dope. I'll take you out the balcony in a second. Actually, let's rock it. Something about the mega yacht life, you know, the closer you get to mega yachts, the closer you are to money. It's energizing. It's energizing to get out here, mix it up. Got Blake coming over later, Mr. 4 to 8. Probably spar with Mike Rashid later on this trip. We'll see. Get my ass beat. But just peep the view real quick. Like, these are all incredible boats. I said, yeah, Daddy. I blew him a kiss. Nice hot tub out on the back patio here. I mean, it's living, guys. Keep stepping into a level of life. It's a secret. It's a secret. Often get confused as a celebrity. I don't know why. And I'd love to tell y'all some motivational shit, but I just finished my workout. My legs are sore. And we're just going through a real day in the life. About to tap in and work a little bit. Wherever I go, I do try to find environments that I find inspiring. There's a Kendrick lyric I heard earlier. I keep bringing rap lyrics to you guys. But he's like,
I feel the vibe of Mona Lisa studying art.
And everything I do in this world is from a creative perspective, from the brands to the content to all of it. And so I try to consistently put myself in environments where I can tap into that energy. I mean, you know, sadly, my wife's not here, but it's all good. Beautiful tub. I mean, this is just one of those levels in life, you know. The last tenant who was in this spot was paying $75,000 a month. Again, trying to get you guys to think greater in terms of wealth, trying to get you to think greater in terms of money. What's possible? Full shower, fancy shitter. That's just how it is. Nice closet.
Two. Yep, cause every time you
We've
come
been working,
around,
boys. We've been trying to max out everything. Another closet or another elevator that comes right up into the unit, right into the closet. I mean, it's top shelf shit. Very top tier shit. So again, prime location in Newport, right on the boardwalk. If I had to guess, I'd say this is a $12 to $15 million condo. I could be totally wrong, but again, someone paying 75 G's a month, like, that tends to pencil. 2 floors, elevator opens up right into the unit, and again, on the other side of the screen, I want you to know, like, this is possible. This is fucking possible. 8 years ago, 9 years ago, if I traveled at all, I was staying at the shittiest hotels possible. I remember when I went to Austin for the first time. I stayed in this little fucking motel with my wife to go to a conference. And fast forward, now when I'm in Austin, you see I'm at the penthouse at the proper, you know. Life materializes the way it's supposed to when you focus on you, okay? When you focus on the noise, when you focus on bitter energy, when you focus on others, that shit unravels, okay? And anyone here, you have to train yourself on that. That same Kendrick song I just referenced, the song's called Cut You Off. And the entire theme of the song is him identifying negative energy and realizing that you can't have that. It says, I'm studying God, Napoleon Hill, and if I speak the good into existence, my dreams unlock. You know, like, that's wisdom 15 years ago that created a megastar. And there's so much, like, fantastic knowledge in those words. And so if you're watching this channel, if you're watching me, I want to put you on that same energy because it works. It works. So it's a 3-bedroom, another bathroom. Step out here real quick, maybe get washed out a little bit, but you just see Newport. I love buildings like this too because it's a small building, but in a prime location with elite real estate. Like the shit's just dope. You see our nice Ferrari down there.
Learn something new. I'm trying to find myself. I'm searching deep for Kendrick Lamar. I read about Napoleon Hill and try to know God. They say he the
To
key
be
to my
completely
blessings.
honest with you,
And if I
this is
speak
what life is supposed to be. To be completely honest with you. I hope you see the hard work that goes into all of it. I hope you see the evolution of thought, the evolution of progression that goes into all of it. I hope you see the strategic moves, the relationships that go into all of it. But I put my heart and soul into this shit. For real, I put my heart and soul into this. I put my heart and soul into everything I do. And when you do that and you don't let the negative influences of the world, the negative energy of the world derail you, special things happen. Come on. I've really been working too at mastering in Yaponomics. It's a new degree they're handing out on TikTok. Like the more you can yap, the better off you do. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I think you would probably get these. Hold on, oh, you got it? Look at this guy. Look at this.
Good, G.
Different. This is why you hate Miami. Like, this is really living.
Has he been in Miami?
Yeah. This is way different. It's so much
Very
better. It's not funny.
Hey, let's rob this jewelry store.
No, it's not.
I can park here anywhere?
Any of these spots, yeah. Content go.
How?
No, really though. Like Blake said, he was like not gonna make content anymore, and I was gonna quit because I just copy all this shit. This is the guy that got me into all social. Like for real, king of this game. It was weird being out in Miami with you. Like I feel like a lot of the young kids don't fully appreciate like how much you kind of
Who really started this shit?
who really started it, but real ones know, bro. It's different. Like he moves different. The whole California thing. I think it's just being on the West Coast. You don't have the high rise in Miami, like shooting from there. But nah, this shit's for real. And the game behind the game is mastered right here. So
You heard him, not me.
this video is for anyone starting to make their first internet money. I see you. I see you. I salute you. I respect you. Millions of people are making money online and it's changing their lives. If you don't know me, I've made tens of millions online. I sold a business to private equity. I'm building a portfolio that's ripping it out of the fucking park. And I've been in this game a very long time, is what I'm trying to say. No flexing here. I just wanted to establish what I've done, who I am speaking to you. And when I look back to the younger me, 22-year-old me, who was in the throes of building this crazy company and really obsessed and locked in and living in like a flow-like state the entire thing, I want to tell you to not let the moment pass mentally. I want you to enjoy where you are at right now without ever taking your eye off the ball. But when you think of this life maxing thing, there's this obsessive component and we get really fixated on our next thing. And when I look back, the greatest moment was not selling that business and seeing that money hit my bank account. The greatest moments were really in that entire process. And no shit, like if I could trade my 10 years of youth and have my knee fixed again and like all that to go back, I would. The money's fantastic. I will never be one of those people telling you that, money isn't the answer because you need to solve that fucking problem. You need to solve the money problem. But I'm here to tell you that you need to appreciate the moment while you're building, while you're seeing those checks hit, while you're scaling. Stay hungry, want more, but I promise you, you will look back on where you are at now and the growth you are experiencing, and you will smile majorly on that. Okay, so I want you to appreciate it now. That's what I'm trying to do in this next process of my whole growth, right? I'm still building, I'm in the internet game, but I'm trying to appreciate all these moments. I'm trying to smoke a cigar more often and reflect on what a great week it was. And even when shit doesn't go well, what a blessing it is to be able to live this life and be able to create, right? And so I think the more we can positively frame that mindset indefinitely, the better it'll serve us as human beings as we grow. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't appreciate it when I was building, back when I was 22, 23, 24. I was so fixated on the next thing. It wasn't until I sold the company and saw, this money hit that I woke up a week later and I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? Right? It's really hard to build a business to that scale, right? And I got to get back in the weeds and all of this stuff and the relationships I'd built. Like, those are the things that matter. The brotherhood, the community, the family dynamic of building something of substance, of changing your life, of changing your generational path. from the bottom of my heart, I don't need to make this like a crazy long video, but I especially like my TikTok shop kids, right? I see y'all leveling the fuck up. I see y'all embracing life maxing. And at the center of it, I just wanna reaffirm that there needs to be an appreciation for the moment. If you're making $50,000 a month, should you wanna make 100? Of course. If you're making $10,000 a month, should you wanna make 20? Of course. That ambition, that drive, it's so necessary. But at the same time, don't lose sight of where you are at, right? Don't brush off the small moments. Don't take for granted any of this shit, because there's people who have to clock in every single day and sit at a job they hate for 30 plus years because they never found the internet, right? Remember that. Again, great to be hungry, great to want to pursue more, but I'm just telling y'all, stay locked in. And last note, for all my TikTok shop people who are watching this, why aren't you repping Top Shelf yet? Why aren't you all in on Top Shelf lifestyle? Why aren't you all in on Her Loss? Best commissions in the game, best products in the game, and I would love nothing more than for all of us to win together, meet up at a great event in Miami, and celebrate that moment, if you know what I mean. All love, y'all. He's an animal. We gotta survive this melted product thing, because I have to bring our reviews down. Discuss with the manufacturer too, melting point. I think there's like solutions to this, but that's not what I'm calling about right now. I want to talk about a different opportunity and just get your take.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, okay, so I mean, you know my goal with you is to get you over here as fast as possible, so I keep thinking of ways to do that. We got Serafina. There's a whole situation with it. There's no cash in this play right now. But again, the way you're fucking executing right now and the way you're figuring this out and maneuvering, I think this is a good play. So Serafina, the launch has more or less failed, and we accidentally ordered 25,000 units, I believe, or 15,000, a lot. And it hasn't like failed, like it still does like 60, 70,000 a month, right? But we didn't time the launch right with the TikTok stuff like we did Jake's brand. So we never got that honeymoon jolt. So what we want to do here, and now we can't afford to do the second product. The second product was going to be a moneymaker, but now all the cash in that business is fucked momentarily if we don't get something going. What we want to do, and no one's owning this is part of the problem, we want to relaunch that product, and we'll like merge it or variate it so we get all the reviews. But we want to relaunch it right and do a creator campaign we'll get mad on it, just like Evil Goods. And basically, we want you to run that business too. If you can get us through this relaunch and the next product, and basically get the business to $500,000 a month between the next two product launches, there's 10% equity in that. And the second we're through this first one, we can talk salary too and accelerate getting you over. Like I said, we're ass backwards cash right now. We owe the manufacturer $200,000. So there's not like a lot of cash to pull from this business, but there's 10 points in this company if we get like this. I think the blocking and tackling is very clear, and it's an area you'd excel in. Relaunch this first one, come out with the next one, and get this business back on track. And I think between that and Evil Goods, in the next 3 months, you're rolling with us full time with plenty of security. What do you think?
Everything's planned out. We just don't have the capital to start it, right?
Exactly. I mean,
I think I have to say yes to it. I mean, it's equity. Like, it's what I've been asking for.
This is one of those ones where you look back in 2 years, and this is going to be one of those ones that can change the game for you. And I promise you, we'll do everything we can as fast as possible to get the salary. If we get through the blood sugar launch, it's going to be so profitable. I can almost guarantee we will be able to support at least what you're making now with Genius.
Yeah, it's not the salary that...
It's so thoroughly enjoyable. Again, for real. Waking up in Newport is different on the weekend. I mean, for a look at this energy just real quick. And it's beautiful damn near every day of the year. Imagine waking up to this every single day. You got people out there paddleboarding, kayaking, boats. I mean, I'm sorry, Miami boys. I'm always gonna be a West Coast guy at heart. I'll be back here eventually, one day. It'll be a while. Still a lot of issues in California. But Newport, I mean. So anyways, let's get on with the day. We had an incident yesterday with our car. So we got a new vehicle. About to surprise you guys with the new whip for the rest of this trip. But take you down the elevator. Let me speak on supercars really quick. All right, because I don't really think that I'm not a car guy. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm not a car guy. Will I eventually buy some crazy car and have fun with it? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm 30 years old, like 32 years old, like whatever. Enjoy it while you're young. But let me tell you, my mentor, real billionaire, all right? Like real fucking billionaire. He's the meme. You know, you'd never know he has money, and yet he's got more money than anybody I know. I asked him, I said, do any friends in your circles, are they into cars? And he was like, one guy's like into racing, you know, so he'll spend money on like track cars as a hobby, but he doesn't know a single person in his circle or network that is out here buying Ferraris or Bugattis or any of that. And so you keep that in mind when you talk about wealth and assets and appreciation. I mean, he has the coolest house I've ever seen, right? $20 million mansion in Texas, that should tell you what you need to know. And then he had a bigger crib in Beverly Hills before leaving. But you think through it that lens, and you think about wealth and all that shit. And then I've got this Ferrari, and it's fun. Like, I like getting in these cars and driving them, especially here in California, right? You throw the hood down, it's a good dopamine rush, it's a lot of fun. And then I have no problem just giving the keys back and turning it in. But yesterday, we're in a hurry. We gotta go to the camera store, the fight shop, and then the gym to train. And basically we got 45 minutes to do it all. We hit the camera store, we pull up to the fight shop with like 10 minutes to spare to be to the gym. We're running out of time. Fly in, buy my boxing gloves, get back to the whip. We're gonna make it to the gym on time. We press play and press start, and the fucking Ferrari won't start. And it fucked up my whole day. And this is a 2020 or 2019 Portofino, beautiful fucking sports car, and the shit does not start. All right, these things got issues. Wasn't anything we did. The company that we rented it from, super cool, came and helped take care of it, but it fucked up the whole day. So, with that in mind, this is the brand the rest of the trip. Good old American. Little Bronco. We're gonna put the top down. We're gonna fly through Newport. But I don't know. This stuff to me, guys, is more fun. I'm a bigger guy, I guess, in general. You know, I'm PR. I like more of the trucks, like wide body, shit like that. I mean, nice shit like this is cool, you know? And like literally a fraction of the cost of a mega supercar. Clean, right? Come on, let's roll around Newport. Hop in with me. This segment brought to you by Driven Energy Drink. Shout out Mr. Kevin Packman. Yo, first things first though, real quick. Fire fucking product. You guys killed this shit. How long did it take to get it to market? Or to do everything?
Bro, we probably developed this for a year to get this actually put together all together.
This can be a winner though. Taste is amazing, clean formula. I really thoroughly enjoy it. But for everyone on the other side right now, I want you to explain the difference between supercars and hypercars. We're talking whips on this little boat ride, and that wasn't something I fully understood. So from the car guy himself, let's hear it.
All right, so when it comes to supercars and hypercars, man, totally different worlds. In the supercar world, there's small brackets you'll get into, 200, 300, 400. There's a bunch of cars in that entry level. But when you start getting to hypercar worlds, there are huge jumps. You go from $1 million to $2 million to $3 million very quickly. From going from a Senna, that's $1 million car, and the next big jump might be a Porsche 918, that's like a $2 million car. And then next after that, you got Bugatti Chiron, $3 million cars, or Koenigseggs after that. Versus supercars, you can stay around Lamborghini, Aventadors, Huracans, around 200, and then step up to 300s. Ferrari's the same thing, man. Hypercar's a whole different world. A very expensive world as well.
What's your favorite car right now that you're driving in your garage?
I really like the SVJ. It's really a show car. It's a horrible car that drives like shit. Drives like shit, but it's a great show car. Sounds really good. Gives a lot of emotion. But when I'm trying to chill, take my wifey out on a date, I'll take the Ferrari out, and that's my preferred one. And yeah, it just depends on what my mood is. And then the Tacoma, that's the daily driver right there, bro. I should have got the Tacoma for the wifey, but had to settle for a 911. It is what it is.
Girl, take away your problems, that's on me. Put you in new designer, that's on me. Big dog, it ain't no cap on me. I'm that nigga, little baby, that's on me. Yeah, girl, you know I live a fast life. I done probably had a lot of groupies in my past life. She the type that gon' fall in love with the check right. I ain't worried about that girl, I live my best life. Yeah.
Back to the supercar debate. I mean, that shit's a lot of fun, for real. And, you know, if it's your hobby, if it's your passion, if that's what you're trying to max out on this life maxing experience, this life that we get to assign meaning to, then by all means, for real. I mean, that shit should make you smile, seeing the SVJ fly through fucking Newport. I mean, the shit's different for real. So you gotta love it. You gotta enjoy it. If it motivates you, by all means, we'll continue this supercar internal exploration as this channel progresses. But major love.
I got 30 bands up in the bitch up in a headlock. Dead stock kicks and the bitch gon' make the bed rock. Lead hot. Nigga trip on me, I bet his head pop. He looked up, all he seen was a red dot. He stick, hot stick, round with a mop stick and going back and forth. If it's on, we on.
What do you think made Ghost successful?
What do I think? I don't really know their story, but what it appears is that making these partnerships with like a bunch of fucking candies that kids would like.
That was huge,
yeah, I mean, I think that was like a really cool strategy. But I honestly, it's like, who do you have talking about you? Like, what cool people are telling people to buy your stuff? And I think like that's the number one play, obviously, with, you know, social media and influencers and all that.
I want to break down kind of my thoughts on the game and everything. Do you care if we switch spots real quick? Or like, let me sit on this side. It's never what people think it is, if that makes sense. You see the end result with all these brands. Like you see Rise, you see Ghost, LMNT. Like these are all 100+ million revenue companies at this point. And all these guys did early on was find something that was like arbitrageable and scalable. So I'm pretty sure LMNT, they ran a deal with Rob Wolf, and they were early on podcasts, and they caught the electrolyte wave. It was led by like Liquid Death, and so there was like all this explosive interest in electrolytes, and then they came without sugar. So right product, right time. Yeah. And so LMNT caught like right category, right time, but then they had a profitable means of traffic. And I think that was, they gave Rob Wolf some equity. Are you familiar with him? Yeah, the paleo author guy.
Yeah.
And then he plugged it into his network. So they had arbitrage there. Ghost was Christian Guzman, that they did a deal with him early on. He was like they paid him a pretty fat deal, no equity, but he was, you know him as well, the YouTuber. OG, you know Alpha Land in Houston? You heard of that gym? Okay, that's all bodybuilding world. Good. But like very, very big in that space. And so Ghost did that with him. That blew them up. Rise has done interesting maneuver after interesting maneuver. Like they, you know, like Conor McGregor, they brought it. Rise has done well, but then they exploded on TikTok. Genius. That was a, you know, $30+ million business that literally was created by Amazon. Like you go back and you look at my old labels, and we were doing 10 million a year, you go like, this brand looks like shit. And we're crushing brands that are focused on photo shoots and IG, and like, because we were really good at that one thing that worked super well at the time. And like, you know, before that I was working with all these big brands, and their lack of attention to Amazon and focus on it, despite them making money, it was like, I'm like, oh, this is like clearly the future. This is becoming a thing. I need to lean into this. And they're all like, you know, used to buy at bodybuilding.com. I couldn't get these guys away from bodybuilding.com. I couldn't get them away from GNC. I couldn't get them away from Vitamin Shop. And I'm like, yo, you're doing 10 million in GNC. You're making $500,000 a year after your program and rebates and all this stuff. I'm doing 10 million in Amazon, and I'm making 2.5 million while growing rapidly. Like, make that make sense, right? But people can't let go of the old way, and then there's perception and there's all this stuff. So when you think about what's working right now, and this is why I keep screaming about the TikTok thing, it's like crude, it's ugly, it's like everyone kind of figuring it out themselves. Rise has done a good job as like an appropriate brand. Like, you know, the CEOs on there making stuff, but even them, like their highest performing video I saw was just a discount video, you know, that.
Yeah, that's all they scream. It's literally like a price, they flip another price on there, and they're just like big energy.
Yep,
like that.
Exactly. And that works. And it's not necessarily like any big names pushing it or any like, you know, major people. It's just because right now, the equation is always how much traffic and visibility can you get relative to cost. So if you spend $75,000 on Facebook, and just assume you get a 2x or whatever, you know, so that math is like, you do what, 150-ish thousand in sales on 75,000, which is probably, that might be optimistic, honestly. Like I'm hearing people hit like 1-1s, 1-2s, like not great numbers right now on Facebook. Used Facebook 8 years ago, while everyone else was still in their old world, they were doing, you could do 4x on Facebook. You could make money on the front end of the funnel. And then it condensed to like, okay, we'll break even on the front end, but we'll have a customer retention, and then we'll retarget those people. Like we'll own that customer. Yeah. And
like gaining the customer,
yeah,
gaining the client, or having them through another platform.
Yeah, and I hate all of that because it's not profitable. When you could do a 4x and make money on the front end and own the customer, I'm like, hey, all day. But now when the game is, hey, we're gonna lose money on the front end and hope they like our shit enough, that is a big risk. No matter how great your product is, that is a big risk. especially when you start scaling up those dollar amounts, right? Because I'm always looking for things that are exponentially scalable. I don't want to sell in the gyms. It's not super scalable. There's not that many gyms that sell. And then unless you're out there hustling or adding a sales team or like leveraging those pieces, it's how are you creating this business? Where can you find scale with minimum overhead? And so that was the cool thing about Amazon. We kept, I think it was like me and 2 guys up to 10 mil. And then, you know, we added, like we had 7 team members at the end doing 30+ million. Super profitable with like 1 channel. And there's downsides to it, of course. It's like, yeah, you don't own your customer or you don't, like a ton of downsides. But at the end of the day, if you have that kind of business that's that solid from 1 channel that requires that minimal overhead, that's when you go, okay, now we're gonna exactly reinvest, double down. But until you get to that profitable threshold, then nothing matters, right? And so Amazon has gotten exponentially more difficult. They've basically changed their algorithm over the last couple of years to, they got rid of almost all gamification. Like back in my day, I'm getting old, Uncle Rob. It's crazy. I was like the doer my whole young career, and then this TikTok thing has been the first time where it's like, oh, I'm not the one doing it. I don't control my destiny pressing these buttons. But luckily, I've been like good at getting the right people. Yeah. And the magical thing that works for me is like Amazon's still, and it's the #1 place people buy shit, especially supplements. Like LMNT does 100,000 units a fucking month on there. You know, like it's insane. But Amazon changed their algorithm that like you could have 10 friends go search electrolytes, buy your stuff, and leave a review, and they'd push you up to the top of the search ranking, and then you'd organically be getting all those sales. They got rid of all that. Like their AI is so advanced. But what they do love is external traffic. So basically, when LMNT creates all this awareness outside of Amazon and people come to Amazon searching for them and buy them, Amazon just rewards it. It's not like 1+1. It's not one sale. LMNT drives the sale, and then Amazon will show the product to 5 other customers because they think it's a good product because people are coming to search for it. Yeah. That was a really hard equation to solve for. It's like, well, you can run Facebook ads, but again, it doesn't pencil that well. Yeah. You can pay influencers, doesn't pencil that well anymore. Like that was another 2013 thing. And then all of a sudden this funky TikTok system comes along where Kid X is, you talk to him, you know, 17 years old, but he's really good at this esoteric health supplement is da-da-da-da-da-da. And they do 30 of these videos, 25 of them go nowhere, and then 2 or 3 of them get 10 million views, and you do that math, you paid that kid $1,000, you compare that to like Facebook or something, right? And it's like, Facebook's much more predictable, it's much more, but again, the end result is not good, right? Whereas this, it's like you're taking these smaller bets, they start hitting, and all of a sudden, you see all this traffic for you everywhere. Because not only do they maybe buy on TikTok, but they also go over and buy on Amazon. They'll also go to your website. I'm not a big fan of anymore. I think websites are probably phasing out, like just as we get it more into social shopping, and like it's not like an immediate thing, and there's certain companies that will do well on websites, like especially custom stuff and whatnot. But when you think about this, the consumer that wants to buy this, they want to order it with their 10 other things, and they want it in a day if they're an Amazon customer, you know? And then the marketplaces, TikTok's losing something like, it's $200 million a day. The discounts, they're not making money, and they're doing Filled by TikTok, which, yeah, it's like invite only. Like most of my brands aren't in it, but the ones that are, like Rise is in it, they're eating all the shipping costs and delivering in 2 days. TikTok is. They're so committed to going chest to chest with Amazon. I think that just starts to pave the way of the future where it's like, you know, Jimmy, the kids that age, they're already buying on there, like comfortably. You know, they got their payment info in there, they one click, and they're like, yeah, no, it's crazy deals, and so it's still it's a shit marketplace. There's a lot of crap, but I'll tell you what, that's how Amazon was. Like when I started on there, I was like one of the only people trying to build a good brand, and then there's all these like black hat marketers who are private labeling, you know, like test boosters. But one of them, the #1 test booster on Amazon, is still a piece of private label garbage that he hit so hard with black hat tactics, it's still ranking #1, I guarantee it. That's how I try to get people to think about these businesses. Like as passionate and as cool, like this is dope as hell. I love the story. I love that, like, I can tell you're in it every ounce. The key to make it a sustainable lifestyle and business is to get it to that, you know, 10 million revenue, even 5 million revenue. But to do that, you need to find a some knob that makes it go. Something with, you know, subscription and like, that's the top shelf, same deal. We're at like, we'll probably do 2 million this month, and the Amazon piece is so stable. Like we have, you know, our Kingmaker has like 3,500 subscriptions at $120 product. So it's like, you know, that's like a good level of stability to now I can pay the influencer. Now I've been trying to do all the other stuff. And so I'm telling you firsthand too, like we're spending like 30,000 a month on Meta, completely break even. I can't get it a dime above that. And if I do it, the return dips. And even those people, I'm not trying to, but that's okay with me because again, if I create that awareness and it spills over to Amazon, it spills over here, like it's all good. And actually what helps, what I noticed too, is whenever we are going viral on TikTok, Facebook ads convert better because it's often multiple touch points. It's how many times, like they don't usually buy the first time. So they might see that 10 million view video from the random kid. They might not buy right then.
See the ad and see this, yeah. I mean, I've been running, ads for the gym for 6 years now. And it's like, you gotta be out in public. You gotta, be at this event, this health and fitness event. And once they see you 3 or 4 times, they're like, oh, we've been seeing you guys around. And then we wanna, come try you out finally.
How you bragging by the self-defense, you caught a free case. We don't cook no more, we serve the coke and make them free base. Max O'Diddy in my city, walk them down for cheesecake. Riding with that Super K, my baby Drake a lowercase. We moved back from state to state. I caught a Rico, had a Chico, settle for a lowercase. But for Pooh Shiesty, I been grimy, hit a lick and show my face. I shoot like old dog Lawrence Tate. Pull up gun, don't do no running, we the ones that do the chase.
How you bragging about a self-defense, nobody ever seems that we looked up all your charges, family violence and impeding breath. How these niggas bloods and crips and don't beef with no other sex. And how you
You're intimidated. He's like, I ain't supposed to get intimidated. You know what I'm saying? So he fought on his back foot. So I'm like, okay, thanks for letting me know.
Against you?
Yeah. So that means like whoever, because look, you're not supposed to be intimidated by most, but sometimes you are. So I just like, you know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing too. See, you big, you never should be on your back foot unless you're fighting a smaller, aggressive guy. But just walking to somebody is pressure.
It's awesome.
It can tire the person out. Think about it. You look good. You be sparring and shit. So what's harder, mitts or sparring? What's harder, mitts or sparring?
Like for what?
Endurance. I think mitts is.
Really?
Because it's an unrealistic punch output. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same when somebody's walking to you non-stop, right? You gotta keep doing something. And chances are you're gonna be trying to punch me off, but I'm blocking, you know what I'm saying? So you always wanna and it look good for the judges.
You kind of like to fight from range too, don't you a little bit? You fight from range.
I got long arms.
Hella long, right?
Yeah.
And then.
But I wouldn't fight you from distance. I would fight you from shot.
But then that one guy, I think he got one straight right on you.
Yeah.
The second he didn't do nothing. That was like where he was like.
But you know what's funny? I'm in there. I've been sparring, and then here's the thing. Here's the rules of sparring. We working, but however hard you go, however hard I'm gonna go. So me and this one dude, Trevor, we had a little war one time, but then we have respect, so we never went there. I'm cool. I don't even want to be going hard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all professional. So he didn't really go there with me anymore. And then people just have a little respect. So in a fight though, it ain't none of that. And I was still in spar mode. I'm in there with Phil, and he didn't hurt, but I can feel fine.
Yeah.
Let me step out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I would fight you at range though. I would try to.
Yeah. Yep. Keep that stick out there. Now give me that two every now and then. Off that jab though. Let me show you something. Stay. No, this is what I want. As you throw that jab, hit that motherfucker. Pulling it back, already going. So look, this is in his face. Yeah. And the next thing you know, whap! So if you pull that bitch back, whap! That's timing. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is all trickery. It's all deception. You don't want to be ready for your shit. It's all fair and love and war. And war, right here. So every advantage you take that bitch. I need it to be a little bit faster off that jab. When you throwing it, your head be like, wah, wah, wah. I like that double jab. Your jab looking a lot better. I want you to keep going. Wait, now you on. Get him used to that.
You know what?
Get them used to them headshots, and then stab the body. Yeah. Don't just touch it, stab it. You gotta step into it. But at least 4 up top before you go down. But when you looking at, when you throwing that to the body, you looking at it right in his eyes. Oh, go offline when you go down.
All right, quick introduction to my dear friend.
What up?
Gabriel Robinson, the man, the myth, the legend, behind a lot of your favorite, most popular IG content. Secretively though. What's your bio say? I post on Instagram, just not here. I post a lot, yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But Gabe got me a gift. Bro, that's fucking tough. Gabe,
Limited to 150 cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Where'd you even-
Collab at a charity auction.
where'd you even find this?
Bro, it was a charity auction.
Holy shit. About to make me go get a record. Can I play this on a record player or should I never play it?
You can play it on a record player.
Now I gotta get a record player in Miami, huh?
Yeah.
My guy, I appreciate it. Look at that. That's fucking sick. One of what? One of 50?
100.
100. That's nuts.
I think you can go and see the signature and what number it is. I believe it's number 47. It's on the bottom right hand side of the cover.
Oh yeah, 45.
45.
45, 100. That's dope. Appreciate it, bro. For real. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, I'll use something fire next time. You're kind of hard to shop for though. You have a very unique style, and you got the plug and all the cool shit you'd buy. I don't have connects like that. Just go pay full price for shit. It breaks my heart.
But a good boxer will never be Tank.
You think like a prime Lomo would give him a good fight?
It'd be a good fight, but he's gonna knock Lomo out. They're working on that fight now.
No, he'll kill him.
Yeah, there's too many people I love Lomo, but there's too many people I've seen hurt Lomo. You know what I'm saying?
Tank will end him.
And Tank is more talented than they think, than they realize. His IQ is crazy.
It's off the charts.
His speed is crazy. His instincts are incredible, and his IQ is genius level boxing, and he can crack.
Who do you like growing up?
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr.
I called him at the gym. Oh, your guy, the head guy. He's like, I called Mike in the car. He was like, "What do you say? Mike versus Big Boy. That'd be a good fight, right?" And I just looked at him. And
See, first of all, here's the thing. I'm not no fucking animal, right? I'm not gonna fight like my homie for money.
Yeah.
Unless it was like some millions, right? Because I make money, I got money. I'm not these guys that like, I remember Tarzan, he tried to throw the idea out there. I was like, bro, don't play with me, get the fuck out of here. You can come down here and spar me so I can show you what's up, because these guys be thinking it's sweet. And I'm extremely competitive. So you can come down and, it's not gonna be a clout thing, I'm gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? With nobody around. Because I take that shit serious.
How long you grew up training?
Mm-hmm.
And then did you go pro? Or yeah. That's a whole different level. That's like it's all.
The amateur's harder than the pros though, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the stakes is higher as a pro.
Why is amateur hard?
It's talented fucking people. Just people's lives may not be set up to make it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, the talent pool is thick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that beat up like Errol Spence, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the amateurs, but never made it. I knew some of the best fighters never make it to the pros.
My coach from Dallas said he used to hang, like, he said he would give it Earl, but he was in like a motorcycle accident and shit, and you know, like just career drill.
Yeah, Errol fucked up too.
Do you think Errol's that good? He's overrated, yeah?
No, he's better.
Bud's just that good?
Yeah. Bud got his number. Bud is just that guy. He's special, yeah. He's special. See, Spence is incredible, but he's not special. Bud is special, you know what I mean?
It's like his IQ and like the fluidity and just...
His IQ, his instincts, he cracks and he's evil.
Evil.
Nah, he is.
What do you think about him and Canelo?
He knocks Canelo out. Canelo won't fight him.
Canelo won't fight him. Canelo won't even fight fucking Benavidez, bro.
No, Benavidez didn't look that good last fight.
He didn't.
That's okay.
He didn't come down though.
He didn't. I think training my
that'd be a good fight.
Him and Benavidez?
Yeah.
I think Benavidez.
At 68 or 75?
Don't matter.
I don't think Benavidez fucking would be able with Benavidez at 75 though. Like he wants to.
I don't know.
And boxing is so bad though.
I don't know.
I think he put this
He
fight
looked
together.
awkward, huh?
He just didn't look like he could carry it up.
You gotta understand, you're not gonna look good against somebody that's not good.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need that better competition to rise to the occasion. Benavidez is special. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he's special. I think better beats Sleepo.
Huh?
I think better beats Sleepo.
Well, sleep.
Benavidez
You've never
is
seen him
75.
hurt.
That's true.
You never seen him. Nah, he's a dog.
Wait, who, Benavidez?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's an animal too. When he beat Plant, I was just like,
Fuck the Plant up.
I like Plant. And
I don't like Plant.
Yeah.
He tried too hard, like,
Yeah.
talk shit. Like, bro, just fight. Like, what are you doing? Slap people in line and shit. I wish I would bring a different level of entertainment to that shit. Cause ain't nobody doing nothing like that to me. Like, okay, you getting fucked up. You getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In real life. I'll fuck the fight up for that. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of all the influencer boxing shit?
I think it's corny.
It is, huh? I think Jake takes it seriously. He's been a good.
It's still corny. I'm not mad at his business. Brilliant business model. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We had a little back and forth for a minute while peoples and shit.
With Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Jake don't want to fight you, bro.
Look, it was a nice deal, but Tyron Woodley, that was a no-brainer. Cause that was an easy ass fight. People think he's UFC, but it's like.
Can you say what kind of numbers they were talking on a deal like that back then?
$2 million, but $1 million and $1 million. We both putting up $1 million. We both winner takes that pot.
Oh damn.
But you know, pay-per-views, we're gonna be on his side. You know what I'm saying? He's more popular, but
I don't think he want to fight you though.
not now. But back then, for that money, he was very attractive. This is before he had a big one. You know
That was the first Woodley fight. Before that.
Yeah, the first Woodley fight.
Is there anyone out there in like social that has trained a long time that you know that like actually has trained a long time? No, you feel across?
That's actual a boxer.
Yeah.
They're not a social media guy then.
No, yeah.
Because boxers don't understand like the entertainment factor of it and using social media to leverage yourself. I mean, Ryan Garcia did it.
Mm-hmm.
He did it. He was the best to do that, the social media angle. But a lot of guys, they think it's just their talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Rolly the best.
Huh?
Rolly the best.
Really? Social media?
I think he's the best entertainer as far as the boxers go.
Yeah.
No, but the Ryan show was different till it got out of control.
Yeah.
That was different.
That shit didn't start till after the Tank fight though.
I mean,
he wasn't like that before.
Oh.
He was just smooth, like he had Gatorade commercial and shit, but he wasn't acting all crazy.
But leading up to the Tank fight.
Well, that money, bro, listen, you gotta understand, like, how old is he? 23, 24, 25? When you making 20 mil, like, 10 million really in a night, that shit, I don't know. And then he probably making about 20 mil with everything else around him. That shit, I don't even know what that feels like to be that young making that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? How are you trained for that? You're not. It's just a weird thing. It's a weird life. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna take a fight over, you think? No.
It would have to be Muay Thai because I think my body's definitely more built for that.
You fight?
I trained Muay Thai. I trained boxing for a while at Raw Talent, but I stopped recently.
Have you fought Muay Thai or boxing?
No, I did Taekwondo back in high school, and I fought in that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mike, we just like the shit. None of us are serious. We just like the shit.
I think it's dope though.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's all right, so you asked me influencer boxing. It don't have to be corny, but a lot of these guys are corny.
I just don't think they appreciate how much goes into it, and then you get these like some whack ass fights. Like some of these is like so bad, it's not even funny.
They do so. I don't know. It'd be weird watching them and shit. They little preparation.
Yeah, it's like silly.
Like fucking little nerds.
Like with Jake, he's at least making his life. You know, he's
Nah, I respect it. Like I know guys he moving around with.
Yeah.
They be fucking him up, but he be in there.
Yeah, he takes it seriously. Yeah.
But he knows his limitations. That's why he only fights certain types of people. MMA guys and like bum boxers. Right. But look, he fought a bum boxer in Tyson Fury's brother, and he lost.
Yeah.
That dude sucks. People think because he's related to Tyson, that dude, he refused, sucks.
Rob, would you hop in?
Yeah, I would love to.
Who are you calling out?
I don't think they're like, I take it seriously enough to know that I'm not touching anyone who's been doing it a long time, or even like there's a level 5 years plus, and then everyone below that I don't.
How old are you?
32. So it's like, I'm not gonna take it seriously. Like like it's not like a career for me.
Right.
But then all the other guys that I would love to fight would like.
I don't think so. You gotta think about this. risk reward, right? There's not enough money that you would make at your level.
No, for sure.
At your popularity. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to fight somebody. It's stupid unless the money is right.
No, the money makes sense, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like for me, it'd be like a fun thing to do, but like I wouldn't ever.
But if I was you, I would take some amateur fights and shit.
I'm going to get back to PR.
Yeah.
I like boxing way more. I just don't have like my coaches are Muay Thai guys.
So you don't want to get.
You know what?
That's a whole nother thing to learn.
I've done way more Muay Thai.
But just like training, like that shit is.
I know. I've done way more. Yeah.
But do you get down for real?
Yeah. Like I wear elbow pads and knee pads, but that's what I've done more of. That's just it's.
There was a guy, I can't think of his name. You follow Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know his name. I think it's from like the 90s. So he was a Muay Thai champion. They brought him over to boxing to be an opponent. Ended up becoming a champion. This motherfucker was good. So, all right, the reason you see boxers beating up MMA guys, because MMA guys don't know how to turn over on their shots, right?
Yeah.
Boxers do. Muay Thai guys really do. They have a way of standing into their power.
Without sitting down either.
No, you sit down on it, they're just strong, bro. They strong. They're strong fucking boxers. And it's easier for them to just not kick, just throw punches. I train with like a bunch of Muay Thai guys in Holland. It's a lot of like
Dutch kickboxing shit. Yeah.
Shit's fun shit, bro.
They know their angles and shit well. Actually, that's a whole. My coach in PR kind of comes from that school. I love fighting. Midnight in Newport Beach. What does it mean to Life Max? Listen, this philosophy, rooted deep in our souls, it's unlocked more for me in the past 24 months than anything else in my other 32 years of searching for meaning in this simple existence. For those of you who don't know me, Rob the Bank, Uncle Rob to some, formerly the Genius CEO, top genius, built and sold a supplement company for $30 million when I was 27 and basically blitzing this world all over again. But I'm doing it different. There's been a lot of talk recently of this idea of life maxing, and it's something I've held super dear. And so I want to clarify exactly what that means. And we have to back up. Philosophically, real quick, what does it mean to exist? What is the purpose or point of life? Something most people are very afraid to ask themselves. And if you think about things at a very, very high view, like you zoom all the way out, this universe is billions of years old, or we're living in a computer simulation, one of the two. The point being that even the greatest minds of our generation will be dust, and they will be no longer remembered in any way, shape, or form. Elon Musk of the Mesopotamian era, we don't know his name. None of y'all know his name. And so with that in mind, what is the point of life? Well, there doesn't really seem to be one, right? So we have this conscious experience that we get to go through every single day, and it's on us to assign meaning to it. This is all sorts of philosophical stuff written about this, but in the modern era where we live in this time with internet, mobility, and more resources and luxury than any other time in human history. That's why I say there's no Matrix, just because life is so good and life is so untapped, and we can create this beautiful future. The idea, when you assign meaning, is to life max. Think of yourself like a video game character. Think of yourself with a scorecard. You have these different facets, these different areas that you put yourself in. Like you assign those categories. The goal is to be a well-rounded individual and then max out those stats. So for me, it's been things like, I love martial arts. I love Muay Thai and kickboxing. I take that very seriously. I'm 32 years old. Am I gonna, be a professional fighter? No. But I put my heart and soul into that. That's one component of life. Keyword, I find flow in it. The business components, right? Find a business that you can pour into and really identify with. Fuck all this balance shit. Put your foot on the gas rest of this life and max out every component of it. Balance was a lie. We can do all of these things. Experiences, right? Invest in high quality experiences. You're writing your book of life. You are the author. You have the choice on all of this. And it's on you to create this individual scorecard, right? Develop these hobbies, fashion, right? Social media, like these are all different components for me that I'm playing to win. And so you look, it's midnight in Newport Beach. I'm shooting a YouTube video. I've been working on my business all day. We got a vlog going. We're hustling. We're building relationships. We're checking in with our people. We're doing all of these things. I was in New York last week. I was in Miami before that, Puerto Rico. I'm going to Seattle next week. taking my family to Jackson Hole, flying back to Puerto Rico, locking in. Like, it's a non-stop mission. You don't get tired when you embrace and love all of this. It's a beautiful thing, and it comes from an appreciation of life. Like, you have to appreciate this existence. You have to appreciate these moments that we have, and it hasn't been summed up philosophically. So anyone on the other side of that screen right now, if it resonates with them, what life maxing has done for me and what it can do for you and what it can do for your best friend and what it can do for your cousin and sister and everyone, we need to popularize this mission a little bit more. No more the world's ending, no more, Matrix this, and no more all things are falling apart. Like, life is beautiful. You can create, you can build. Yeah, of course there's negative powers and evil and all of that. But we have so much mobility, so much freedom. You just have to tap into that. Find the internet. All right, my young guys, I see you on TikTok Shop building. I say it all the time. I'm so proud. My brand builders, I see you looking for that generational equity play with the internet. Like, this is the game. It's the world we exist in. And just, like, lean all into it. If not now, when? So peep game really quick. Just another little entrepreneurial tidbit. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the sooner you can train your mind to operate like this, the better quality of life you're gonna have and the more success you're gonna have in the business front. This has taken me a long time to figure out, but there's almost always a solution, okay? And that is entrepreneurial basics, or like maybe that's your fundamentals, but it progresses all the way up to the big leagues. Finding solutions in complex situations. That is the name of this game, period. And I caution you on this because when there's conflict, when there's tension, whether it be putting together a deal, whether it be whatever it might be, right? Sometimes that stresses us out, and that inevitably can fuck up quality of life. And so when we look at life through the life maxing scope and just the beauty of existence, never letting that impact you on a personal level while understanding that there always is a solution. If you can frame your mind like that, everything is going to be better for you. And the sooner you do it too, right? Because with everything, the more you progress, the more the stakes are raised. And the more stakes, the higher the stakes are raised, the more pressure you feel. You might see the guy worth a couple $100 million and think he has it all figured out. He's just playing the same game at a higher level. And he's learned to balance it better. And at a certain point, and I'm rounding into this over the last couple years, you start to get numb to the pressure of decision making, right? And in a good way though, in a good way. You don't let it impact your training. You don't let it impact the fun things you do, because you have to keep all facets of life turning. And the more you can do that, the better your decision making tends to be. We make bad decisions when we're stressed, when we're rushed, when we lose all of that. You think about it like a basketball game. You're at the free throw line, game on the line, tie game, 3 seconds on the clock. You don't want to feel pressure. You don't want to feel stress. And it comes from putting those reps in. It comes from training yourself up here, right? You're going to sink that shit at the end of the game. And again, for me, I just think the more you look at it through that lens, the more I can instill that upon you younger. And these thoughts, all of this stuff percolates from situations I'm dealing with in real life right now, right? There's constant deals to be made, different ventures to be put together, decisions that need to be made internally at our company, conflict. Like, these are always ongoing things. So you might see me training out there, enjoying the sun in beautiful Washington, driving the Cybertruck. Like, I want you to see that, because that's the reward of the game. That's the reward of setting yourself strong here. But every time those things creep up in my world, I want to bring them to you. Like, that's my commitment. I want to see you make it. And that's the intent with all of these vlogs. I want you taking pieces from all of this. I want you referring back to that Life Max scorecard. What are your things you're trying to build? And then how do you get it from there? That really is the name of this game. Locking in here with the team a little bit. We got the team up here for a couple-day retreat, and we're just getting after it. It's top shelf everything.
Another $1 million bill, that's just some regular shit. See my granny on the jet, some shit I never forget. Next day we flew to Vegas with my Puma Connects. We break bread, we ain't new to success.